Hey Love Tankers, welcome back to another episode of Tank Fillers. I'm your host Jasmine Cruz and I am pretty excited about this podcast topic. This podcast topic has been on my heart for quite some time now, and I really want to discuss downloads and what we download into our spirits within our relationships. So let's just dive right in, because the goal is to enter into a new dimension. And in order to do that, you have to eliminate what's been downloaded, meaning what's been said to you about yourself, about your relationship. And we need to eliminate that so that we can enter into a new dimension. Okay? So I know that a lot of this year has been about clarity. I hear a lot of people talking about clarity, discussing clarity, and really trying to understand where they stand in their relationships, where they stand in life, and how they can potentially move forward. The new dimension is here. You either are going to enter into it or you're going to miss the mark. That's just really what it boils down to. The reason why I believe that people are limited in getting to that point of stepping into a new dimension is because they haven't eliminated the downloads. Downloads from childhood, downloads from past pain relationships, download from siblings, download from family, downloads from work, the lack of what you can and cannot do, what you could have accomplished. I think the biggest thing is now that we are having the opportunity to truly enter into a new dimension, it really sets the tone for the rest of your life. And if you do not eliminate these downloads, and what I mean by downloads, I mean by you are nothing, you are worthless, you can never amount to anything, you're a sinner, you haven't accomplished anything, you're trash, oh my God, you're so fat, you're so skinny, you're so pretty, you're so ugly, you're so this, your teeth are like this, all of these things that people, I feel, consciously say to you or have said to you mean nothing. What people think and how people feel about you or another person is irrelevant. They have nothing better to do with their lives than to sit there and gossip, and what you're doing is in tune downloading what they said. You're allowing that to fester into your spirit. And what it does is it doesn't bring any type of true connection in your relationship, because you've had all of these downloads downloading from decade to decade, year after year, month after month. You'll never promote. Look at you. You can't promote. Oh my gosh, you have braids, you have dreads, you have short hair, long hair. You can never be a supervisor. You have a buzz cut. You can never be a leader. Things like that have been told to us for many years. And what happens is we start believing those things. But today it stops. Your clarity comes from understanding deeply who you are. If you want your relationship to work, you truly have to understand the deep dynamic of disregarding all downloads in order to enter into a new dimension. Sometimes you come to a plateau in your relationships and you really don't know where else to turn. But in the back of your mind, you're still dealing with these deep pains that came from what somebody has said to you from childhood, what somebody has said to you in a past relationship. Especially that, let me sit there for just a second. People have said many things, and I will say this today, you've got to be very careful how you treat people. You have to be very careful how you deal with people. You have to be very cautious of whom you decide to disregard in a relationship. All of that comes back. I don't wish anything bad on anybody, nor have I ever. That's not my steez or my way of doing things. But I will say you have to be mindful when you disregard somebody that is called, somebody that is an asset to this world. You have to be careful how you treat people. If you do not desire to be in a relationship with one person, then just don't. It's as simple as that. I don't understand why people like to waste their time, like to send these false hope, and it just doesn't end up well. But be careful with how you treat another person. What happens is these people have said all of these things to you about you in a previous relationship. And what that does is it really, really, really is devastating to the self-esteem. More so, you take that into your relationship, into your marriage, into your dating ship. The reason why I hone in on relationship, because I'm big about relationships. I don't believe in any other facet of entanglements or whatever other people like to call all these different things and how people like to date these days. It's you court for the purpose of getting married, or you're in a relationship as in a marriage of some sort. Some people believe in it's just a paper. Some people believe in the biblical aspect of saying vows. Whatever you believe, the point is that you are in a relationship. And we have to eliminate what's been told to us from previous relationships. They don't matter. What they've said doesn't matter. Because two people didn't work out doesn't mean there's something deeply wrong with you. We all come from different walks of life. We all come from different aspects of what we learned and the lack of what we didn't learn, and how to be in a relationship. You cannot deem a failed relationship as you being a failure. And if anybody has ever told you that, cut that out. Eliminate that download. And the reason why I'm honing in so tough on download is because you have injected that into your spirit, into your self-esteem, into your well-being, and really into your life. And your life is a makeup of what you've downloaded from other people. And I don't think that we're mindful enough. I don't think that we really understand how, yes, words are impactful. Yes, words hold weight. But not every phrase, every word that comes out of somebody's mouth is meaningful and should be downloaded. My mother always told me, eat the meat and spit out the bones. And I've literally tried to live by that for the duration of my life. Being a Black woman, being a lesbian woman, being a married woman. Some things that people don't really like or appreciate. Growing up in a single household, there's a lot of things that people had to say about me, but if I didn't eat the meat and spit out the bones, I literally probably would have lost my mind. My father wasn't around. Although I know who he is now, he wasn't around when I grew up. I was a fatherless child. People can, if I would have listened to the downloads that were told to me as a young child about that one fact, the outcome of my life could have been different. And what happens is, outside of the relationship that we have with another person and how that affects us and what we download from them, just imagine the type of stuff your parents said to you and how you've downloaded that. And what that does is you bring parts of that up in your relationship if you feel comfortable, or you may not. But if you don't let those things go, they fester, and then it becomes a generational curse because you inflict that on your children unconsciously because of what's been told to you. In order for us collectively, to truly enter into a new dimension, you have to let go of what you download. And also understand that we all have downloaded. We download things every day. If you put this SD card is going to be inserted into my computer, and I'm going to download this video so that I can upload it to YouTube. I want to say the mindfulness aspect of really honing into your mind, your body, and your spirit, and truly understanding that there are things that we download on a daily basis about this world, about what's on social media, all of those things enter into your spirit. You not only have to deal with the things that were told to you from your past relationship, the things that were told to you from childhood, the things that were told to you from that church, the things that were told to you from school and these professors that said that you would never graduate, the things that have been told to you at the job that you truly wanted. And then you realize that you're just a number. All of these things, along with the way of the world, the troubles of the world, the essence of hate, these things constantly, every day, are something that we have to deal with and constantly filter out so that we don't download the things of this world in this current state, because you already have had to deal with so much growing up. I really want to say that if you do not eliminate and start this weekend to get rid of these downloads, you may carry this for the rest of your life, and it will directly be the point of difference in your relationship. Not in a good way. If you don't start talking about these things, if you don't start letting them go, meditate them out, yoga them out, work them out, pray them out, cry them out, whatever you find that works for you, whatever you find that works for you, do that, because you're important. What's important is what you know about yourself and what's true and authentic about your well-being. And I know you want to enter into this new dimension. I know you do, because I want it for you, as though I want it for myself. But I don't want you to carry these things, these downloads that we've carried for many, many years that people don't talk about getting rid of. It's easier said to say, get rid of them. It's the action that makes it difficult. So let me give you some action steps. What works for me may not work for you. So, mix them up, try them differently. But the first thing that I want you to say is a mantra. Get a sticky note just like this, a sticky note that you have the ability to paste on a wall. And I want you to write, I eliminate downloads. That's the first thing. And it's something that you have the ability to see on a daily basis, on the refrigerator, on your coffee machine, in your mirror, in the car, wherever you're gonna see something constantly. I would recommend you put it there, your mantra. I eliminate downloads. If it's something that you speak into your spirit on a daily basis, into your soul, it will eventually subside. Second thing, prayer or meditate. They're two different things, and I want to make that very clear. Prayer is an intimate moment with a higher power. That's just your time with the higher power. Whatever that is to you. To me, it's my time with God. And that allows me to be specific in what I want. I want to eliminate all downloads. So you first wrote it on a sticky note. It's constantly visible. It's constantly being seen every day. You're praying about it to a higher power. When you meditate, of course, you're not speaking out. You're mentally quiet. And you are saying this mantra while you meditate, while you listen to music or chants, or you have your own bowl, or you have your own dong, and you are in the zone. That time is quiet time, and your spirit and your body will feel differently because you're meditating. Sticky notes are the GOAT. Prayer and meditate. These things will help you start the process. Now, anything further than that, hit me up. I can give you some more keys, but that's what I have for you today. because the goal is to enter into a new dimension, in which next week I'll elaborate on entering into the new dimension. But this week is all about eliminating those downloads. And I got to start working on what I say and how I say things also, because I tend to say trying, and I say that because I want to extend grace to you. But in reality is, I need you to eliminate the downloads so you can change your life. I don't want to sugarcoat anything or try to make it seem like I'm trying to beat around the bush. No, we need to eliminate these downloads. Eliminate the downloads. Eliminate what you've been carrying. You've been carrying it for too long. It's time to let it go. That's what we are focusing on this week. Please, if you don't know who I am, I'm Jasmine Cruz. I am the founder and owner of LOVETANK. We have a mobile app you can download. You can also watch these videos here and see all the other things that we have available for you outside of sending quotes every day. We have a book club on the app, the LOVETANK app on Google and Apple. You can find our app there, or visit us on livelovetank.com, where you can see merch like this and like this. This is period. But livelovetank.com. I am also a relationship coach, and I coach people every day of the week. So you can, if you need anything, you need me for anything more than just the podcast, you can find all the information on livelovetank.com, and also follow me on Instagram at livelovetank. LIVELOVETANK. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you so much for joining today. And remember, eliminate those downloads. Take care.